Business Process Outsourcing, or BPO, has been one of the fastest growing sectors in the Philippines during the past decade. Glowing figures on performance charts reflect the rapid growth of BPOs, made possible by the phenomenal revenues posted by the contact center industry. The numbers speak loud and clear. For the past 10 years, the local industry has consistently garnered the top spot among local BPO players. Globally, the country remains the top destination for voice BPO. A compounded annual growth rate of 21% for the past 5 years has shown its unstoppable ascent. With industry size and opportunity doubling within the period. In the face of the global crisis that hit 2008 until 2011, our industry remained confidently afloat, with last year's growth of 18%, firmly positioning the Philippines as the most preferred offshore location for outsourced voice services, edging out India and China.
Well, they are trying to stay here in the Philippines, and there is one industry that is definitely booming, and that being call centers. There are 800 call centers in this country, and that number is growing. It's overtaken India, which is quite staggering, and that is why the Philippines has become known as the call center capital of the world.
The estimated 15% compounded annual growth rate from 2006 to 2016 translates to more than 800,000 jobs available and a whopping $14.7 billion in revenue. With such a stellar performance, the country's share of the global market is expected to rise from 24% to 29% in the next 4 years. Clearly, the room for bigger opportunity is immense. Hence, it is important for the country to remain up on its toes if it is to keep pace with the high-speed global growth. Fortunately, a resounding voice in the business has been harnessing the strength of the industry for more than a decade now. Since 2001, the Contact Center Association of the Philippines, or CCAP, has pooled over 100 corporate firms, representing 87% of the industry's total manpower count. As the industry association, it has developed strong linkages with allied associations, government, support industries, and the academe. The first 3 years of its existence initially established the development of call centers as frontliners of the next sunshine industry. For the first time, we showed the world who we are and what we are capable of doing. The next 4 years blazed on as the era of rapid growth. Shortly after the first wave of foreign clients arrived, we found and established our first corporate home, while bravely venturing on our first ever local industry conference and expo. Along with this were our strong initiatives on developing and retaining talent to fill in our growing number of seats. As the final years of the decade rolled by, we confronted the effects of the global financial crisis, confidently pushing on with our robust programs and partnerships within the region. Navigating the crisis opened our eyes to the opportunities beyond, and thus made our climb to the top of the global charts a huge and sweet success. Indeed, CCAP's first 10 years has transformed the organization into a symbol of strength and stability within an industry that was hardly expected to be a major player in the global services sector. Undeniably, the landscape has been most promising. From an ever-expanding range of complex services rendered, to a vertically diversifying business and industry coverage. From a growing mastery of communication techniques and languages, to a rising percentage of global markets now being served. The Philippines is out to prove its eagerness to capture a lion's share of the global voice BPO market. Today, as CCAP begins its next 10 years, it gears up for the newest challenges confronting the industry. Head-on, it is working to beef up talent supply in both frontline and management levels. A serious focus on talent retention within companies and the industry at large remains. Close coordination with private and government institutions is being monitored for the continued assurance of a favorable regulatory and incentive business environment. On top of these, all efforts are being made to improve costs in the face of inflation and volatile changes in infrastructure and utility costs, as well as foreign exchange stability. Obviously, the giant strides achieved by CCAP have proven its strong leadership and its huge potential to keep on growing. As the flurry of CCAP endeavors and monthly activities surged on in 2011, focusing on initiated partnerships with government institutions such as TESDA and CHED, representation in the crafting of improved legislative policies, exciting career training and development courses, partnerships with recognized health and wellness firms to promote our people's well-being, sports and fitness activities filled with fun, road shows and jamming sessions, and a concerted effort to improve the overall facilities within member call center firms within next wave cities within and outside Manila's metropolitan network. It has become clear that the next decade will continue to focus on a most positive outlook for the industry. Continued growth. Already, next-level initiatives to effectively transform the landscape are now underway in the form of scaled solutions. Heralding these is a reveal of new initiatives outlined in CCAP's important thrusts. Each corresponds to envisioned flagship programs with target outcomes clearly defined. To make this possible, a new team of CCAP officers has been formed, culling experts and experienced players within the industry. What better way is there to welcome the new decade than by bringing you to our spanking new home at the heart of the country's premier financial district. Step into our new corporate office at the Manila Peninsula Hotel. A new home, a new team, and a new direction deserves a fresh new look for the association. Behold the revitalized colors of the new CCAP logo. Today, as we open the biggest gathering of personalities in the contact center industry, we are in awe of the energy that is building up in this hall. Imagine gathering all the latest technology, analytic innovations, best practices, and state-of-the-art facilities under one roof. CCAP proudly sets the trend and is more than ready to welcome you. Ladies and gentlemen, here to officially bring you the good news about the future of outsourcing, CCAP President Benedict Hernandez.